Tonight only on 7.
For the first time, parents go public about a painful ordeal involving their young children.
Our children went there every day for 4 years. We really trusted the staff, and a lot of them were like family to us.
A trusted caregiver turned predator sentenced just last month. He's about to go to prison for 10 years for taking naked pictures of young boys and then posting them on the internet.
We are choosing not to stay silent because we want to help ensure that other families and other children don't have to go through this.
He took the pictures of boys during summer camp at the Jewish Community Center in West Bloomfield.
A year and a half later, parents say the center is still not providing vital answers. Only on 7, the families are talking with 7 investigator Jim Kurtzner.
The parents don't want their faces shown because their boys are still very young and, as you will see, still have a very long way to go. And they say so does the Jewish Community Center. To the parents, the biggest mysteries in this are what was inside a warning letter written a year earlier, who got this, and why was that summer camp counselor who was named in it rehired a year later, and why is he not locked up now?
The emotion hits you and you're scared and you're angry and you're frightened.
Matthew Koop pleaded guilty to distribution of child porn, not the more serious manufacturing of child porn.
Our son was the one who was named, and I think that to me is even scarier than the physical pictures. He will grow, he will change, but his name will always be there.
The nightmare plays out in court documents that say Koop took 9 photos of a 5-year-old boy in summer camp completely naked, then posted them on a Russian photo sharing website. When one user asked, "Have you more?" Koop responded, "Yes, if you send me some first, I'll send you more." And now?
He's a free bird in the community.
In fact, that's Matthew Koop last Friday in the car with his mother, leaving their West Bloomfield home.
Who's to say that he's not still having these thoughts, these desires?
Federal Judge Avern Cohn allowed Koop to come and go before going to prison next month.
Just so sick that we could be anywhere in our community with our children, and this guy can be there.
The parents are also upset with Judge Cohn, who complained at sentencing he was forced to impose that 10-year prison term in a plea deal federal prosecutors made with Koop. The judge said there was no evidence of any molestation.
He tried to blunt the impact or diminish the severity of the crime.
Other naked pictures were taken of 6-year-old and 5-year-old boys. Koop labeled that album 5-Year-Old Jewish Boys.
Male emotion. I just want to take the perpetrator, take him out back and just beat him with a bat.
A total of 16 pictures of kids in the JCC summer camp were posted. An undercover officer in Australia discovered them, communicated with Koop via his email, then contacted U.S. officials. In one email, Koop bragged about detailed sex acts, too graphic for TV, that he said he had with a 5-year-old boy in the pictures. The actual truth is not known, but the parents have suspicions.
Our son has been really profoundly affected by all of this. He's had some sexualized behaviors.
Her son is now only 7.
We just don't know. He was also 5.
Either he desired to molest our children or did so in some shape, form, or manner, which makes this increasingly more frustrating.
You're telling me you still don't know?
I still don't know. I don't know if I'll ever know.
One decision the Jewish Community Center has made is to not share that early warning letter that was written about Koop. He was hired as a summer camp counselor a year later, and that's when he took the pictures of their young boys.
That was sort of the hardest part for me to wrap my head around.
No one at the Jewish Community Center would talk on camera. We were given a statement which reads in part, "It has always been our practice to be transparent and proactive in communicating with our camper families and the community."
They need to prove that they've changed their procedures, their policies, and put their protections in place.
In the statement, the JCC acknowledges getting that warning, but also says the information reported was not passed on to senior JCC management. Supervisory personnel who did not act on this communication have been terminated. The parents say they heard 3 people were fired.
We don't know exactly why they were fired. It's one of the things that we'd like to find out.
It's a far cry from what I would expect.
The families have not sued the JCC, but have an attorney who's talking on their behalf. They say this is not just about compensation, but getting answers and setting the right example for everyone. Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.
Thank you so much, Jim. And Jim Kirchner will have much more tomorrow night at 6 with what the parents say about an apology Coop made and what they say about his parents.
And as parents, we just know how agonizing that is to think that your kids may have been through something like that. You just don't know. They're so young.
And so young and just heartbreaking, too, for sure.